If your refrigerator is not cooling properly, or maybe you've noticed that it's running longer than it should, there is one spot most homeowners don't think to check. Dirty condenser coils can cause your refrigerator to work harder than it needs to. And the frustrating part is that most times homeowners will call a repair tech only to find out that they could have checked this out themselves in minutes. This process is easier than you think it is, and I'm going to show you how I do it on some different refrigerators. To keep things cool inside your refrigerator, it needs to release excess heat outside of the unit, and that's what the condenser coils do. But when they're covered in dust, pet hair, and other things, it can cause your compressor to work overtime to compensate. This not only leads to additional energy consumption, but can cause expensive repairs and potentially reduce years off of the life of your refrigerator. So keeping those coils clean is essential. But where do you find your coils? Well, on most refrigerators, you're going to find your coils on the back side of the unit, typically down towards the bottom. With some units, you'll find it underneath the front and you'll need to remove the grill. I'll come back to that one here in a minute. But first, to get things started, we have to get the refrigerator pulled away from the wall to gain access to the back. If you grab both sides of your refrigerator and gently pull, if it starts to come away from the wall, you can probably continue pulling, but you may want to double check one thing, because a lot of your newer units have leveling feet at the bottom that you need to retract before you pull away. I just don't want you messing up your floors in your kitchen. If you have these feet, you may either have a screw, like a 3/8 inch adjustment in the front of your panel there that you unscrew or screw back in order to move the feet up and down. Mine has slots built into it, so I can just take a flathead screwdriver and turn it in order to get those feet off of the ground. Just check your owner's manual to confirm whether or not you have them and how to adjust them. Once you have your leveling feet up, you can start to pull your refrigerator out. Now, one thing you may want to consider is putting either a moving blanket or some sort of an appliance scuff guard down on the floor so that you don't scratch your floor by mistake. But once you have that there, you can pull and your refrigerator will start to come out. As soon as you have enough of a gap to reach behind your refrigerator, you want to reach back and unplug it. You want the power off, and if you can shut off the water, if you have an ice maker in here too, you want to shut the water off too. Extra precautions just to make sure you don't cause a problem. Now that we have access to the back of the refrigerator, at the bottom there is a panel that we need to remove. Mine's held in place by 5/16 screws all around, and we're just going to loosen them, pull it off so that we can get access to the coils behind it. I expected the coils here to be this clean because this is basically a brand new refrigerator. We had to replace our old one. This one is only a handful of months old. But once you get everything cleaned, get your panel put back on, get your refrigerator pushed back, get your power reconnected, get your water turned on again, and push it back. When you do so, just be careful not to pinch your water lines. You don't want to cause any kinks or leaks behind it. And then once you get it back in, we're going to take a look at a fridge that I know has never been cleaned, and I can't wait to see how dirty this thing is. There's a lot of stuff in here, but let's get it clean. I'm using a basic refrigerator coil brush. I'll link everything that I'm using in the description below, so if you want to check it out, you can. But as you're using this brush, you do want to be gentle, especially on newer refrigerators. The condenser coils and the baffles of those coils can be a little bit flimsy, so you'll want to be gentle. On the older fridge that we have here, I just went to town on it because those coils were some of the stiffest that I've actually ever seen. So I was able to get some of that old dirt and grime on it, and I was a little bit more rough than I was on the newer refrigerators. Just be careful not to damage anything underneath or behind your refrigerator. That's about as clean as it's gonna get in here, but that is a big difference. For refrigerators that have their coils under the front panel, like this under-counter refrigerator, which if you have one like that, guaranteed you have to go in under the front, we need to remove this front panel to gain access to the coils. These coils are almost like in a stacked pattern underneath because of the space that they're in. So you'll just want to use your brush and work it gently in between in order to get the dust out and then vacuum that out. You'll also just want to clean up any other dust or pet hair or anything else that you have underneath here. Inspecting and cleaning your coils should be done once a year just to give as much life to your refrigerator as possible. But there's something else that you need to inspect and potentially replace around your home that that you're probably not thinking of either. And for more information on that, click or tap on this video. And until the next time, keep doing it yourself.